And now, your reigning, defending, greatest wrestling podcast of all time. This is Let Me Book the Territory, the podcast for smart marks and nostalgia nerds. Featuring A-Dub.
On site, and it's on site.
B.A.
How can the heel heal off on the heel when the heel is healing?
And E-Ray.
No wrestling moves. Just hands. Just hands.
Powered by the Embrace the Turn Up Network. In partnership with the Inaudible Ruckus Podcast.
Welcome to the madness here. Forget
Velvety
what I'm
voice.
talking about, some wrestling. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of the older ages, any nigga that's old enough to remember Bob Seger and Michael McDonald, this shit is for you. Guys, this is E-Ray, the quasi-bad guy, the Diet Coke of evil, the man of 7/8 teeth, and we are here with Let Me Book the Territory, the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. Yeah, something unique, a little bit different today, but I am joined by two gentlemen that you know individually, but together they are known as B.A. and the Wiseman. Guys, welcome as a joint faction to the show. Like
Yes.
I ain't been here
Essentially.
Exactly. I guess we could be presented as like a tag team now. That's fair.
Yeah, it's like the Mega Power. Like you gotta have your own thing. It's cool.
The Mega
but
Powers are the intro.
we already
That's
know
big
how this goes. Y'all know who we are. You know why we here. We are talking about the grappiest of graps, and I am not talking about. Well, actually, I am. It's Steve. Yeah, and I almost died like Darby Allin, so it only is right. I know, guys, this is a new thing, a little bit unique, but yes, we are opening with AEW, as Revolution, their pay-per-view they've been advertising for about the last 6 months, has finally came and went. And there are some thoughts. There are some real thoughts about it. My first thought being, BA, you actually watched this?
Yeah. Would not say I was heavily convinced by my tag team partner here, the other half of the mega powers of this century. Yeah, but I was highly surprised. I was telling them, man, they're like, AW is like the McRib, and the McRib is back, baby. That's all I will say.
And you paid for it? I didn't think so.
Dog,
I plead the fifth.
Yeah,
we
we always, hey, here at Let Me Book, we always pay our debts. We're like Lannisters. But somebody got them. Yeah, Tony got enough money. Regardless, we seen the product that was being presented to us. So with no further ado, what did y'all think about the pay-per-view? Revolution.
I'm gonna let BA go first. I gotta hear the thoughts of what he did.
Wow. I was gonna say, we gotta let the
dangerous.
king of the graps go. He came in so angry earlier about this particular.
Because he'll
pay-per-view.
talk about it for the next 16 minutes.
Fair enough.
By himself. No interruption.
I'll let our version of Excalibur spin after me, I guess. So, so
I'm still buying a mask as soon as I can find one.
I mean, and I only got a brief glimpse into it, and what I didn't see fully, I saw through YouTube reviews and such, and clips
YouTube shorts
and things.
again. Got it.
Yeah, you know me, Mr. Short Attentions fan, keeping the gimmick alive.
And now Huel comes in shrimp flavor. Swipe up, nigga. Trying to watch
Shut up, my phone. So no, man, like the matches I watched in full, utter chaos, very entertaining. I enjoyed it for what it was supposed to be. I feel like they weren't trying to be anything of what's happening on down the dial, which I could appreciate. They really leaned into it in a good way, from what I took in.
I'll say this was more of the same for me. Every time I watch an AEW like pay-per-view, I like it, and I'm like, man, that was cool. But that's just a one-off. It's a one-night stand, and I'm probably not calling you back. I'll wait till the next one, because that's just how it is. I mean, no, not even that.
At least you might go back 2 or 3 more times.
Thank you for the squirt. I will talk to you never. I got a family at home. It goes back to that WWE. That's just how I feel, but I enjoy it. Like, it's great, good. It's different from what I'm used to. It's literally a one night. It's the best.
Oh my god,
the best analogy I've ever come up with. Enjoy that shit. But realistically, it's always going to be like a great one-off for me. Because again, I get to see some talent that I don't get to see. I get to tune into the culmination of what the weekly is supposed to do that doesn't always happen or come to pass, being like a weekly build. And I get to just tune in to like the climax. That's all I want. You know why I'm here. I'm here for the blow off. Like, I show up to the trench coat.
Big business.
Hey,
Ray's
AEW
here for big business.
I'm here for the blow off. Big
Get
him out of here. In a trench coat.
Get him out of here.
Next clip we need
Mr.
for that.
McGraps himself. John, let us know, Wiseman, how, what are we supposed? Kind of give us a guide through, and we'll talk it through with you, since this is your territory. To be booked.
A quick guide through. You get the Father of the Year versus Daniel Garcia. That was just a quick overview. I don't know if you liked the match or if you saw it. Good showing for DG. Of course, Christian is with his heel shit. He gets, put over, keeps his title. And then you get what you said, which I actually want your opinion on this, Eddie Kingston versus Bryan Danielson. You said this was your you care about it match of the night.
Yes.
Why did you care about this match versus any other match on this card?
I'll say, and not necessarily over any other match, this was just what worked for me, brother, at the time, because I recall, like, I like builds and making things memorable. So this was one of very few matches that was actually like booked properly, where Eddie Kingston, the whole thing was Eddie Kingston had never beat Daniel Bryan. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, this is big thing. So he had to overcome Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was so cocky, like, I will out wrestle this nigga in my sleep. And I was like, all right, they're doing something. And then they had this long ass tournament. Throughout the tournament, the final being Eddie Kingston versus Mox. But in order to get to Mox, he had to take out Daniel Bryan, and that story was told. Then in the other times that I did tune in, it was a lot of Daniel Bryan being on commentary, just shitting on him, which I was like, they're still keeping this going. I like
King
this.
of the Bombs.
Yeah, I was like, this is good shit. So, and I already like Eddie Kingston. I already like Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan, either or. So to me, this was already built in, something that I'm going to watch, something that I'm amused by. Okay. Then as I watch it, I like the style mashup. It's, again, some of the worst gear in the biz, but one of the realest gimmicks. They just come in with wood wood fucking jewelry and 3 titles, and he's down to whip some ass with some slits in his eyebrows. He means business. Like, you don't want to walk down the street, any number street, with this guy on the loose.
Wu-Tang.
Clutch it right, clutch it. Like, he's definitely one of those characters that I'm like, yeah, I don't know about you, buddy. You're a little interesting. You might be on the danger zone list. But yeah, and then versus Bryan Danielson, which again, braided up Bryan Danielson is a beast. He don't play no games. So they had a really good match, and I really enjoyed it. So that was something that I could tune into, that I had already been following up. And again, I get a proper blow off to the match. And I thought it was fantastic.
Beautiful. All right.
I'm here for the climax.
Nice. Well, next.
All these pay-per-views are.
Next, you get a match that was supposed to be coined Meat Madness. Pause.
Shout out to Virgil. R.I.P.
Shout out to Thievery, nigga. That's Big E's shit.
Thievery.
That was Big E's shit.
Big Meaty Man
Big E
Bumpin' Meat
created
was coined by Big E Langston of the New Day of WWE.
It was.
And one of the funniest things I ever heard on that podcast. And since then, it had been slowly getting matriculated into like just the zeitgeist of wrestling. But them to just try to give me a great value version of that shit pissed me off.
Well, that's why they changed it. They changed it. They added Hook and
made it worse.
Yeah, Dante Martin. It was a bad, not a bad match. That was a break match for me. I didn't really care. It was a spot fest, in all honesty.
That was a match where you went to go take a shit. Where's my newspaper? It's 2024. Right. Give me my plain dealer.
Plain dealer.
Jesus Christ.
Do this crossword puzzle.
Blowing through the card, you get.
Damn it! Who did the jumble? What the motherfucker? Shout out to if you know the jumble.
I better have my cross eye puzzle where I put it to my face and my cross illusion puzzle. It better be
magic,
in there, damn it.
The magic eye. Yes. Oh man. R.I.P.
We'd all rather
paper.
watch a magic eye puzzle than the fucking meat cannon match or whatever bullshit they call it.
I absolutely would read an old school plain dealer. Shout out to those from Northeast Ohio. Then watch that, no doubt. A physical paper I'd rather read right now in 2024. Somebody out there
making all that damn noise.
Right? Some good radio, good audio.
Just to sit down and read for 1 minute.
Read 3 paragraphs of a story. Ooh, entertaining. You can just Google this shit.
All that is so much better than a meat cannon madness match or whatever. Meat cannon madness match. Jesus Christ. They named it the All-Star Scramble, so at least it wasn't like a meat scramble or some shit like that. That would have been worse.
I mean,
Jesus.
Corned beef.
Again, the Amazing Spider-Man comic is way more interesting than that.
Oh my God! All right, then you get
I used to get
BCC versus Flash the Revolver. That tag team match. 20 minutes. It was an FTR match. I don't know what else you want. Blackpool came out in their best, Road Warriors impression with the shoulder pads and shit. That was.
I was gonna ask you, what was your takeaway from this? Was this something that you cared about, or again, was it just very much by the numbers?
By the numbers. I didn't really care about it. I mean, a good match, entertaining. Ever since his legal troubles, Cash Wheeler, whatever his name is, that dude's been wrestling his ass off.
He pulling the Kobe.
Yeah,
play for freedom.
Mox and Claudio, they always in their bag wrestling. So good match, but by the numbers, it was a card filler. Nothing of significance in my opinion. Roddy Strong versus Orange Cassidy. For the international championship. Orange dropped it again. No one cared about it really. That was kind of a filler in my opinion. But there was story to it, don't get me wrong, but no one really cared about the story.
You talk about props, belted AEW. Sorry.
I have a little pushback. I think even though it was filler, clearly, and even though it was technically a prop, I think it's number one what Roddy needed. It's like that character's on fire right now, so you have to go with the high hand, baby. We know how it go. Orange is orange. He's been carrying that belt. He do the things great, but Roddy needs something legitimate, and I think that's why it worked for him.
That's fair.
And again, for the outsider, yeah, it's gonna be like, who the fuck cares? But inside baseball, it's definitely like Orange is the guy. He's one of those. Especially, he does all the work. He's essentially like mid-card Seth Rollins in AEW. So he's doing the things and he's wrestling the matches, breaking down. And then you have the next guy, which is Roddy McStrong neck. He's got to do it for his people. But Adam. So I thought it was great that they actually pulled the trigger on that.
Nice.
And because it doesn't hurt it doesn't hurt Orange at all. So it's another one of those things. I'd like to see him in the main title picture, honestly, but I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna.
I'm kind of surprised you had any feedback on that. Really, I thought that was something you're gonna blow past. That's nice to hear.
I fuck with Roddy. I watch the shits a lot of times, or at least I keep up with it, and I like Roddy, and I'm happy that he's doing good in AEW. My biggest thing, though, the most important thing about this, we don't even give a fuck about the match. It's the ending. Out of nowhere, in his McWhitest white outfit you've ever seen, like pure white hubris, comes my old guy, Kyle O'Reilly, and it says, "Good job." And they're like, yeah, I took my sweaty shirt off my back. Get this United Open Juice shirt. It's like, no. And then he just left. Wiseman, please give me some fill-in on what the hell that meant. But what do you predict?
Fill-in, that was the first he popped up in a long time. I was telling BA, the last I saw Kyle O'Reilly, he could barely walk. So
Which was the last time I see.
Exactly. So the fact that
he
just
a born again Christian.
Exactly, and then the fact that he just pops up on the pay-per-view and walks away, takes a shirt. I fully expected him to, revolt and go against the Kingdom, but I really don't know what they're doing. So I ain't got no feeling, buddy. We both clueless on that.
Okay. Well, let me rephrase. What, if any, booking would you do for this to make Kyle O'Reilly feel like a bigger deal in AEW? Because clearly when he comes out the crowd, it was like, okay, but and I think that is one of the AEW missteps, is they don't present people like the big deal they should be unless you're never mind. Like, it's too easy. We ain't gonna do that.
If anything, I would have him ride the coattails of the Kingdom up until Adam Cole is better, and absolutely pull a Bullet Club and toss his ass out the group. Turn Adam Cole face and have Roddy and Kyle all heel
so
as shit.
Adam goes face. I thought you were saying do that to Kyle. Okay.
Well, that would be the move everybody would expect. And so, I mean, new dude in the company, turn this dude, just like we saw tonight. We watched AEW a little bit. Okada just debuted. This man turned heel immediately. We'll talk about it next week, probably after you watch it. But yes, have him go in, wait till Adam Cole's healed up, turn this man even more heel, and turn Adam Cole face. That would be the grand way to do it, in my opinion.
Okay. Then speaking of turns, did I get the same sense, or did maybe y'all get the same sense that I did in this triple threat match?
Swerve did turn face. Yes, Swerve is a baby face now, and it is
kind of necessary
and
beautiful.
Paige heel.
Yep, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
He went up a couple notches.
Racism will turn you heel every time.
He went up a couple notches.
But you, nigga.
At least he didn't do it in Black History Month. At least it wasn't during Black History Month. That is, we'll give him a couple props for that. But other than that, Hater of the Year award is going up. He's not in the lead, but he went up a couple notches. If you think
about it, though, let me pose this to you. If you think about it, technically he did do it in Black History Month. We get the shortest month of the year, February 28, and then we had an extra day, 29 days this year. So we had to fight for that extra day. It was on March the 3rd. Technically, that would be the 31st. If it was any other month. So realistically, he kind of did it in Black History Month.
All right, I feel that. You analyzed it down, brother.
Ipso facto, you gotta do the science, brother. Right.
Yeah,
open up your pineal gland and see what's out there.
That calcification
the mathematics.
All right.
Yeah.
Stop drinking that fluoride.
Yeah, that's what they want you to do. They want to emasculate the black man.
Canceled.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can't go any further.
Though.
Yeah, no.
Y'all don't hear me though.
Don't let me put on the black
hater of the year worthy. I don't know.
He's not in the running. He's not in the running.
Yeah.
But he's up there. He went up a little bit. Tapping out intentionally so you can't win a title. That's some hater shit. In my opinion.
Fair.
That's all.
Fair.
That's all.
That is true. That is some different kind of hate.
Did you want to glance over the Tony Storm match? I mean, how did you like that one? Because I mean, it kind of popped me a little bit. The Mariah May fake with the entrance. But other than that, how did you like the actual match with Deonna Purrazzo?
Did not care about it. I cared nothing about Deonna Purrazzo.
Okay,
I'm gonna Euro step right over this match.
All right.
Virtue right.
I guess that's a 12-minute match of no content. All right. And then this brings me to my match. In all honesty, this is so far match of the year. I don't know if anybody has outdone this match. Konosuke Takeshita and Will Ospreay. If you can name me a better match that you've seen in 2024 so far, I will apologize right now. But
I got one.
Which one?
The only one, and you showed it to me, so shame on you, Wiseman. The Wrestle Kingdom match, Okada and Bryan Danielson. That bitch was crazy as well. They almost snapped Bryan Danielson's arm off the socket. Like, that was insanity.
Wait, that's the one where he actually did hurt his arm immediately,
yes,
right?
Yeah, that's where he actually did dislocate his arm or his elbow.
Like, that was nuts.
Yeah, that match was...
That was nuts.
Yeah, but no, this match did something for me. Like, Ospreay's matches just do it for me. I don't know what it is. It's like
like a LeBron wrestle.
And then what really made this match, and no fault of Ospreay, having Konosuke Takeshita as an opponent. If you've seen this man working like DDT overseas and shit like that, dude's a unit. Okay. If you see clips, they're all over Twitter. The dude is wild when he wrestles, but as you can see, strong style, hard hitting,
big, giant, built Asian dude. It's like he said. It's like LeBron. It's like if you took LeBron and Kenny Omega and made them a wrestler, and he was just an Asian nigga. Like, that's what Konosuke Takeshita is. Dude's a unit. And he made this match, in my opinion. The German suplex he delivered was one of the most beautiful German This man wrote a paper for college and got an A on the German suplex. On the neck.
Anybody that writes a paper on a German suplex like that, oh yeah,
shout out to Tiger Driver 91, Tiger Driver 90 degree angle,
Stormbreaker,
Tiger Driver acute angle slam,
hidden blade, soul blade, Blade, the Vampire Hunter, all that
came out. They all came out.
Everything.
I was geeking out. Like, I didn't know where it was going to end, and I didn't care. I was just like, wait, wasn't these niggas supposed to be homies? They just killing each other.
Right, man. Like,
and then to find out the little bit of back behind it, Don Callis just having his homie, like the folks infighting, just like, let's go. Just like, only the strong survive. Best of the best 7. AKA Eric Roberts versus some Asian niggas. I'm with it. That shit was hard. I was like, all right, let's go.
Piz, weird brother.
Yeah.
Chris Piz.
And for no reason at all, Cuba Gooding Jr. as Radio.
Radio. I knew it.
Hold that radio like the Paul Bear's herd. Oh yes, radio.
Oh
yes,
God.
the power. FM radio.
FM radio is crazy. But yeah, that match was lit. Like the false finishes, the way, I don't know what the fuck that is, but when he just drop you on your damn neck, I'm like, you gotta stop that. Nigga's gonna die. Like every time. Because we did that shit to Kenny Omega, I was like, oh, he's dead. I was like, it's just death. But then, Takeshita with that fucking picture perfect German, and they land right on the broad of the shoulders. I'm like, this is beautiful. And it was something to watch. I was like, man, this is incredible. So again, that's one of those matches. But I think to me, Ospreay has always had those matches. There's still the highlights of him versus your guy, your favorite, Ricochet, that pop up every year of them just doing the craziest shit you've ever seen. And this is before he put on like the extra weight and the muscle. So now he's just one of those guys. He's that guy, and that's a great get for AEW. But we'll see what they do with it, because I feel like this still is all just training ground and holding place for the E. So we'll see.
Basically.
I feel that.
But shout out to them
South.
for putting on an incredible match. And yeah, I definitely say probably my match of the year so far.
Facts. It is mine as well. We already talked about the triple threat, or did you want to go a little bit deeper into it, or are we kind of good on that one? All right. That brings us to...
last thing I will say.
Yeah.
And this I pose directly to BA. BA.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Swerve coming out with the dancers, coming out with Prince Nana.
Yeah.
Swerve putting on the weight. Swerve wrestling his ass off. Turning face. Is his championship reign going to make you at least start watching Dynamite once a month?
Not only that, but Will Ospreay, Okada. I don't have to stay up till 3 a.m. to see these dudes and ask Wiseman for a password to see them anymore.
Whoa,
yeah, to
that's
the point
a crazy visual. And
just to see some Japanese grabs.
Oh, the sweet land of the grabs. Password grabs ass 97. Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you can actually see him stateside on your television.
Yes, yeah.
Will they have storylines? Stay tuned for the
That's the point of the McRib analogy, man. Like, I'll eat it like 2 or 3 times and then it'll disappear, and then I'm back to the Big Mac, aka WWE, the Steady Eddie, like the tried, true, and tested champion of McDonald's analogies. So yes, or the quarter pounder, but
all right.
VA fucks with that McRib. That's all we need to know. That sponsorship.
If that was
in the mail.
Once that becomes a permanent menu item, BA is with it.
Franchise owners, come talk to me. I know some franchise owners. Come talk to me. The McRib hits.
The reason why I can't give it to McRib is because that ain't no rib, and I would argue that this is probably the purest form of graps, but they don't do nothing else. So ain't no sport. It ain't really that sports entertainment shit, which is good. That's the McDonald's fries of wrestling. It's like, oh, sports entertainment is so good, delicious, hot. Sometimes they come out cold and they still like, they're okay. But you just enjoy it. It's consistent. The McRib is artificial as hell. That's more like some other things that we won't talk about. But anyway, moving on. We're not here. Understandable audience. We're hungry. But
yes,
moving on. I know who was hungry. Hungry to end this match because he was like, I don't want to do this no more. I've been doing this for 57 years. I just want to go to sleep.
Almost witnessed the man die. Yeah.
More times than not.
Sting and Darby Allin It's Sting for the very last time versus the new and improved EVPs, the Young Bucks. I want to hear E's thoughts on this because me and BA ran through this match a little bit. I watched it full through first, but E, give me your thoughts on this Sting death match that you witnessed.
Guys, it's E-Ray here, your friendly neighborhood bad guy. And when I'm not booking the territory or bringing the motherfucking ruckus, you can catch me on my show, Binge Flicks and Chill, where I'll bring my personal outrageous perspective to some of the latest and greatest in television and movies today. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll probably never look at your favorite shows or movies the same again. But tune in and let the binge begin. I was entertained. This is what I will say. Kudos to AEW. They really do certain things right. Like the things they get right, they get right. Mm-hmm. The entrance of having the silent movie and Sting watching like the highlights of his career that were not sponsored or purchased by WCW, i.e. WWE. Fantastic. But I really enjoyed that. I thought that was a dope thing, and him just getting to sit back there and like kind of relive the thing. It really kind of got me in my feels like, oh man, that's crazy. Like you put in so much time doing something and doing something that you love, and like it is now, the sun is setting on it. And I think Sting, he's just in that perfect age range where he still has his faculties. He still knows like the cue to the camera, the slow pan look, and then he looks at the camera like, let's do this. I was like, yeah, let's fucking do it. And then Surfer Sting comes out. Oh, who the fuck is this? Nah, I'll just play. Sting's sons come out. I thought that was a really, really cool little thing. And yeah, thought the entrance was phenomenal. What I immediately disliked, almost immediately right after that, Sting's children's involvement. I didn't like that shit. Keep them niggas out the ring. I don't need to see you
Should've been statues.
do anything. Yeah, they should. Yeah, whatever. Cool. Y'all do it at the top of the ring. I thought that was dope. And now get your asses in the back. Beat it. Scram. And come back if needed. But these motherfuckers came in and started doing stinger splashes. It was like basically an AEW audition. I was like, y'all not slick. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing there, bro.
Trying to get noticed.
Sting was like, wrestling has more than two royal families. The Borlands. The Stingers. No, to the point of your screen name tonight, E-Ray. You got Surfer Sting, E-Ray's light skinned Sting. You got Wolfpack Sting. Just like Power Rangers, except Stingers.
Shit. Joker
OG
Sting, Dub's favorite.
Oh yeah, shout out to Joker Sting.
Shout out to Joker Sting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I hate. Oh my
Crip
god.
Walk Sting. What is that?
Yeah,
I'm
man.
so happy that he blew up. Loke Sting.
Got blue face paint on.
With some blue Converse.
Yeah. I'm just happy because I seen it. I was like, look, he like, I see what you did for those ass boys. Come sign these stingers, if you will. Come get these stingers, these young stingers. But yeah, keep them out. But otherwise, Matt and Nick are fantastic assholes. Pause.
Yes, they are.
They get it. They come out with the robes. I didn't get the robe thing, but outside of that, when they have these ridiculous like suits on or whatever they are, and they're wrestling in it, I'm like, this is so funny and stupid. I haven't watched even since they've turned, but it's just great. They came out with white suits looking like they are part of that Blink 182 video and had blood all over them, beating the hell out of Sting and Darby. Great. We knew I knew what was going to happen in this match because again, the moment almost outshined the match, and it was all over my social media timeline. So Darby Allin was going to sacrifice himself in the name of Sting.
My sacrifice. Literally, like, you can play that over his blood leaking out of his back. Like,
just Just
real glass. That's all you had to say about it. Real
Shout out
glass.
to Punk.
yeah.
Shout out
No
Phil.
sugar glass.
He's like, I'm so happy I left this fucking.
He would have been so mad in the back. JR sounded salty during that match at some points too.
Kids.
JR, yeah.
It was definitely dope. I enjoyed the match though. I think I popped, like, not necessarily popped, but I just laughed uncontrollably when Sting is just no selling shit. I think that's just so funny.
I told him that was my favorite shit.
60,000 years old, catch an EVP trigger, and he just like,
Right. Like Ash and Evil Dead. Like, it was pure ridiculousness. Like,
he pop up fast as hell like Blade and Blade 2 after he suplexed a nigga. Like, what the hell?
this nigga is
With
a
the
vampire.
It's so ridiculous. I'm like, I love this shit. Then he gets slammed through a table. He just pops up. And then gives a clothesline. I'm like, what? It made no sense, but it was great. I'm like, this is so ridiculous. And then I just thought about, like, wait, Sting literally has not lost since he's been to AEW.
Wild.
He's 29-0.
Man, the toy box in Tony Khan's like living room growing up. Like, man, he must have really loved Sting.
He got 3 years out of a 61-year-old Sting. You can't ask for
this is
any
best
more than
investment yet.
Yeah.
This is best investment.
And he never lost. Never lost.
Never.
Like, that's just crazy. I was like, shout out to Sting. So I was like, okay, he's got to do the thing. He got to go out on his back. It's only right? Wrong.
Can we please talk about the elephant in the room? The Nature Boy.
Was it Dead Darby? No.
No, the dead
Darby
Nature
was-
Boy.
Yeah, how about just I was just like, come on, Rick. I felt like it was taken away from the match to have him out there in that fashion. He should have came out just congratulated him and just hung around. Like, why Ric Flair taking bumps?
You got
still,
Rick.
man?
You got Tricky Rick dragging Steamboat doing some shit, throwing some punch.
He can still go. Hey, Steamboat can still go.
Ricky Steamboat
Alright?
doesn't
I
come
see
out
it. It look like he
anytime
got the
somebody
chest
dangles
of-
a check like Ric Flair does. So less is more with the legends.
Ric Flair got wings and
absolutely.
energy drinks. He's just in it for the money.
Just weed and energy drink. Yeah.
No, wings, weed, wings, and energy drinks. That's all. Like,
Man,
he's in it for a check. That's it.
Nigga, like, I'm sorry. I just
On that note, I'm leaving that one alone. So, Rick, we didn't need to see you, but it's good to see you as always.
Facts.
Get that check, my boy.
Man.
Woo!
Is he the new Jeff Jarrett, professional bag collector?
I mean, shit, he was the old Jeff Jarrett. He been doing that shit. He's like, I taught this nigga everything he know. I've been getting it since been getting it.
Right.
But overall, really fun. I enjoyed it. Again, I think most of it, the right people won, but still in no way, shape, or form am I enticed to watch week to week. not until
Lil Ospreay ain't gonna get you to watch, man. You ain't gonna watch Lil
Okada,
Ospreay.
nothing.
Week to
I will-
week.
I
I
will
watch a Will
possibly check
Ospreay
out
match
this-
every day.
I mean, cool.
It's like,
Fuck.
I need that
Damn.
Randy Jackson. Gonna be a no for
Right.
me, dog. Like,
damn.
not until Swerve becomes champion. Now I feel obligated. I gotta get the ratings up. So I will absolutely watch. And it was good to see them with a sellout crowd, 16,000. Because them Dynamite shows don't be looking like that. But I needed it.
Oh, that was
so I'm happy
interesting.
that was dope. And
Swerve
I
versus
think
Okada at All In. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ooh, boy.
say less. Again, I watch their pay-per-views religiously, so everything else, keep working, kid. You might get me. Might get
I
me next
still
time.
love it.
Yeah. Still real to me, damn it.
So before we leave AEW, Okada question for Wiseman: Is Okada gonna take the belt off of Samoa Joe, and then we can move on? I just have to ask you that.
That would be the ultimate heel move to take that opportunity from Swerve, since he's now in the elite and aligned with the EVPs. He could very
That's
easily.
why I asked that question.
He could very easily swindle his way into a title shot and take it
That's
from
why
Swerve.
I asked it. And now moving on.
And then that would build to All In.
They do
but
that?
Yes, moving on.
If they do that, maybe I'll watch. But
Just what?
anywho,
See,
what's
that's
today?
why I see.
March
I'm
6th?
trying to tee him up. See, Wiseman, what I'm doing for E-Ray, I'm teeing him up. That's all.
I mean,
I don't care.
Is there any possible way to watch me or make me watch? What's the other one? AEW Magnanimous or whatever the fuck that's called.
We do like Undercover Brother, where we just flash it in that headset and just over and over again.
Yeah. Like
not Dynamite, not Collision. I've definitely not watched
Rampage?
Collision either. Yeah, see,
Oh, Rampage.
can't get me to watch any of it. But
Oh no, I wouldn't watch it.
Dynamite is probably the closest thing you'll get me to watch on a
Same.
semi week to week basis because of recording schedule, etc. so forth. But
Same.
even then, I got the intro, and then until that shit bores me, like so you hit a dull moment.
Or when Leatherface shows up again.
Mid recording.
Yep, and I'm out of here. Speaking of ridiculousness, we gotta catch back up. SmackDown, of course. As soon as we release, The Rock said, "I've had enough of this shit," and literally was like, "Hey, yo, is him right here? Hey, yo, Cody, you think I care? You took this. You took everything from me. You took this from my family. I got something to say to you. From the bottom of my heart, man to man, fuck your story."
He was like an SNL
21
monologue.
minute promo.
Yes,
21
exactly.
minute promo.
That's what I'm saying. He was like cutting casting call tapes.
Via IG Live.
Not even promos.
I loved it. I'm sorry.
Rock is
I'm a mark. It was great. I
loved it
enjoyed
too. I'm just
every
shocked.
bit of it. The lean in is real to me.
Man.
Damn it. I'm so
shocked.
I'm enjoying this because this man has Moana 2 on the horizon.
He's telling people, fuck your story. He's literally about to promo this Disney
This nigga
movie.
is the GOAT. If you can do that, if you can pull that shit off and be evil and wear my whole rent, my mortgage on your shirt,
Right.
and then still sell to the kids, this nigga's great.
Insane.
And he's selling out because SmackDown, his Rocky tour, I won't be there because that shit costs 4 times the normal rate of SmackDown.
7
tickets.
times. What are you
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about?
I was being modest. I'm sorry.
Hey, man.
Never
30 million.
undersell the GOAT. My bad.
30 million. That's all I gotta say.
It's ridiculous.
I need
They
to
gotta
know.
pay that bill.
That's how we buy some
So-
shirts. Goddamn.
We had the fuck your story, and then directly from that, we got right into SmackDown, another 35-minute segment of them just going crazy. I've loved it. Like, they like, look, we gonna give you all the time in the world that you need to get this shit over. And then
That is crazy.
they established 2 things. And then I want to get y'all reaction to it, and because I need to know how y'all felt about this. One, we established what night 1's main event will be. So it actually will be The Rock and Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Friggin. But the stipulation being, if Cody and Roman lock up on Sunday, if they don't win that match and Cody loses, then it's a bloodline forever match or some shit. Like bloodline rules, meaning like every member of the family tree, the great high chief come back. Oh!
Like grandpa.
it just do all kinds of shit, just murdering. So I want to know. Oh, well, with that said, that's the one thing we found out. So now we finally have The Rock has his match for WrestleMania, night 1, main event. The other thing we know, The Rock has finally acknowledged his tribal chief. It happened in one of the best moments. It popped me. I was fanboying like, oh my Because it was like, oh, this is so funny. This is so good. The perfect timing. And before Rock could get it out, shout out to Roman. I got to give it to Roman because I remember those terrible days. And I was like, God, this sucks. And for now to watch the maturation of him, the understanding of that character, the facial expressions that he's doing when he didn't even say, acknowledge me. He looked at The Rock. He grabbed him. No. We ain't smelling nothing yet. I got something
I need to smell some acknowledgement.
I need to hear it.
He's like, I'm like, whoa, this is wild.
Whoa, okay.
Right, say it. And then he just acknowledge me. I was like, oh, I heard the inflection is different. It's like, I need you as like you the big cousin, you like the uncle cousin. I need your acknowledgement. This felt very much like we were watching the last season before we knew of the Rock show. And like, damn, that's that moment again. Fantastic. And then The Rock does his thing. He acknowledges him, and then he even passes him the mic and lets him finish. Oh, I finished. It was great. I was like, yeah, I need a cigarette. Guys, particularly, let's start with BA. Let's start with some love first, perhaps. Your thoughts on the segment?
I mean, to not carbon copy everything you said, I agree with everything. The way Roman has been standing next to Rock, or like even in the background, it's like almost like he's standing in his shadow. If you notice how they have them usually aligned in the ring when Rock is going on these fucking Hollywood Rock tangents. I don't know how people can call it fake outside of them just not used to seeing The Rock like this in like 20 years. Like as far as the people that hate on this segments and stuff, the Hollywood Rock segments. I fucking adore it because I never thought I'd see it again. If you guys really want to appreciate what you're seeing, YouTube did a hell of a job, or WWE's YouTube channel, and put together the saga of Hollywood Rock. Like every promo he cut is that, the wrestling matches he had, the high spots. I was feeling under the weather on Sunday night. It was amazing.
Send me that link. Check it out. I'm
it was a
notoriously
fun
not a fan.
I watched it yesterday.
I'm not a big fan of Hollywood Rock, so
it made me.
So I'll have to check it out to see because that wasn't my rock. I'm corporate.
I appreciate it a lot more now.
Versace shirt rock. That was always me. But
I respect that too. But yeah,
Wiseman. First and foremost, the blending of reality from the IG, from The Rock being the EVP, board member, etc., so forth. What are your thoughts on him saying that he'll take, or not take, but he will make sure that Seth's belt goes to somebody else?
I feel like it's an unavoidable thing for The Rock, so they kind of had to address it. It would feel kind of weird to know he's a board member and responsible for all these things in the company, but he's playing some, Hollywood douchebag in the bloodline along Roman Reigns. The blend was necessary. It was absolutely necessary. They needed it.
Did you like it?
Yes, I liked it because it creates a lot more opportunity. It's like putting a general manager and a wrestler in the same, the same character. They now have control over things and they wrestle as well. Great opportunity, opens up, a lot of douchebaggery and scumbag stuff. So I'm with it. I'll take it. As long as, Cody finishes his story, I'm good with it. Anything else?
But fuck his story, right? No?
Right. I mean, Rock says so. I do need to make that a drop. That will be coming soon.
Fuck your story.
Or how about to go smoke some crack? We need that as a drop. Go smoke some crack.
Immediately followed by if you smell.
In Glendale, Arizona, like, I don't know what he did the night before or what stories he got about Arizona. But he was adamant about, they got some crackheads up in there. Like,
Talking to the producers of Cops or something. Who knows? Like,
No, he had to have looked it up because it was facts. It was legitimate. And it was kind of wild too.
Damn, Brian Gewirtz.
They do have the highest like meth and crack usage in the area or in the States.
That's
it's fucking
next
wild.
level hate.
I mean, Brian Gewirtz, I don't know if I like him because he writes, he's been writing the Rock's promos for years now. He's like his guy. I don't know if I like some small white man telling me go smoke some crack.
Go smoke some crack.
Feels racist.
Yeah.
I don't like that
when
one
The
bit.
Rock says it, not him.
FBI vibes.
I mean, his pen to Rock's lips. I don't like it. But regardless, hilarious. I'm curious how and what's going to happen Friday. That's why I would have wanted to be in the building. But they have priced me out the tax bracket, baby. Catch me at SummerSlam, more than likely. But
if rumored correctly,
Seth and Cody are supposed to be in the building, and Logan Paul. Dallas is getting a good show. This shit is about to be bananas. So, I love the segment. I thought the segment was good, but I'm keep this shit going. They're going in the right direction now. I think they finally, and also I would argue, not with y'all, but just with people, that I think The Rock did need to do that 21-minute plus promo because it actually, like, it's my mission statement. Let me clearly define exactly what happened, what this is, and now how we're moving forward. And he had to draw his line because first he was still doing his thing where we weren't sure if, what this part of The Rock? Oh, we liking The Rock. We don't like The Rock. No. Now it's like, okay, we know this nigga's evil. So if you like evil, you like that. or you don't. It's one way or another. But now the line are drawn in the sand. So it's no more like gray area shit. He's fully leaned in and I'm enjoying it. And I think that was necessary. Other things from SmackDown that may or may not be necessary. Rey Mysterio returns.
He did.
In that great Muda
In that
mask.
weird mask,
Ugh,
yeah.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, I was like, can somebody tell me a little bit more about this? I feel like I missed that somehow.
What, Rey Mysterio
It's
returning?
just a dedication.
Yeah, what did he do?
Muda.
He just chased down Santos, if I'm not mistaken, with a chair or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah. Defending his LWO
He was just coming
brother.
back because they took him out with an injury. That's all. LWO versus Legato shit. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Mid-card madness.
Mid-card fodder. Yep.
Gang Wars. I've seen this before. Okay, well we'll move on.
I swear the same.
Probably the most obvious thing that we've seen. Dakota Kai being a real one and turning on Bayley like we knew she would. I don't know who else didn't see this, but I think all is right in the world now.
Yeah, I'm with it.
But
yeah.
Not much else to say about that.
Damage control has taken over the control of the damage.
Yeah, they damage
Bayley.
and they're in control of things. Apparently.
Yeah.
You know what? Never mind. Can't say that.
Yeah. I mean, who thought they were gonna let those three just run wild without a mouthpiece for them? Like, come on, they need Dakota Kai on that squad. That was a given. Like, come on, man.
Big facts.
That is absolutely true. And I was like, I love Dakota. So I was like, this is easy work. We already know what's gonna happen. We just wanted to see it, and they pulled the trigger. Right off of that, they went directly on Monday Night Raw to cause some more havoc. And I liked it. I was like, you know what? Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler, TikTok tag team. We in your mouth with it. And they don't care. They just start causing some trouble. So fuck it. They went right off of that and gave us what we wanted. Any thoughts or care about, like, I know I have an issue with the Kabuki Warriors. I think Wiseman is on the exact opposite end of the spectrum. But I'll let you speak for yourself. They just don't do it for me. I feel like I watched them on NXT, and I'm just like, why do they look less of a team than my other girls. That I was like, oh, then fucking
Tatum
Lyra
Paxley.
Valkyria and Tatum Paxley.
I mean, in my opinion, it's because of the fact that they're just great singles wrestlers and they don't really have that tag team set. They're never really been tag team wrestlers outside of when they get paired together, because why not put them together? Because Kabuki Warriors, and let's just keep using that racist ass.
I hate that fucking name and music. I
the
hate
worst.
everything about that tag team so much.
It is the worst.
I hate that
shit.
they just be moving to the beat of their own drum. Like they don't know
That's they doing their own thing. They just like, but they think they're not though too, because they're moving all crazy to that point. Like it's like,
Where is Dave Chappelle when you need him?
yes.
Stop all that weird wild dance. Make my penis suck. Like it's fucking crazy.
So that's where that's definitely that bar belongs there, because it's
Because
like,
it popped
I don't know
in.
what that
Road Dogg
presentation
said he
is.
loves Asuka doing that weird shit to the ring, so
Sure,
that's probably why
I like
that's
that.
other stuff.
But I think I need them just a little bit more coordinated, or to change that persona when she's in, particularly the Kabuki Warriors thing. Like, I just like a little bit more uniformity. That might just be that's a me thing, sure. But
or they just could not do it. That's a pretty good option there.
there just be three.
Just go
like
just separate wrestlers in a stable. You don't have to be another tag team. You're already Damage Control. You don't need to be the Kabuki Warriors.
Drop the belts.
fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah,
I do
we're
like. I
good.
like that thought too.
We're good.
But because they already were once the Kabuki Warriors. Oh,
Yep.
I hate that fucking
that's what we
name
get.
so much.
I despise it with everything in my spirit.
Can we talk about Dominic Mysterio getting his chest chopped into chopped cheese by Gunther?
Because I told you, Gunther is Arnold. Get to the chopper. Chop. This man, listen, hold up. I'm so mad. BA, do you realize this nigga's chops are so powerful? That shit did come in like Dragon Ball Z, where he just be hitting them with the thing and their fucking clothes just start exploding off their body. He chopped through
From the
Kevlar.
Son Goku got that scar on his chest. Yeah, man. That's a Gunther.
That's nuts. The power of a Gunther strike chopped through Kevlar.
It's like a Kamehameha wave, man.
He chopped the damn vest off his body. This shit is
For real.
Pure power. That's all it is.
maximum power.
Maximum power. Yeah, absolutely.
40%. Like him or Dolph Lundgren.
Right.
I have a punching power of 3,000 psi. I break you. I don't know. That shit was nuts. What do we think is the reasoning behind this match? I was like, so they just letting Dom get murderized? That shit was great, but
They beat the heel up. Get
The other
pop.
two, the other two got in a fight with Vinci and Kaiser. No.
Oh yeah, they fought on
Yeah.
this. Is,
Yeah.
moving into Raw. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Dom
But-
probably talked shit to Gunther. Gunther was like, "Line that shit up, nigga," and they stepped in the ring and he got
But
his shit
a
turned into
whole
cheese.
match?
I mean,
of him getting Swiss cheese chest,
absolutely,
Yeah.
yes. I need that
heel
for the
on
culture.
heel action.
Yeah.
At that, oh,
You
no,
know,
okay.
You know
look,
what I'm
look,
saying?
look.
How,
Look, there,
how the heel
have
don't heal
those.
off when the heel's healing.
You have those moments
Like
where
this.
someone is more insufferable than the other. When Gunther is a straight up real nigga heel, Dom is a bitch. So when you get somebody,
Okay,
to
I
just-
see. Now we're getting into micro and macro heelonomics here.
Exactly,
So I get it.
exactly.
Yeah.
So temporarily, while Saturn aligned with Mars and Dominic
The tier
Mysterio
of
was in the
heelage.
ring with Gunther, Gunther temporarily for the match from bell to bell became a babyface. That's all.
and then he chopped his chest in the retrograde. Got it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
What's
all
this
that
eclipse
happened.
gonna do? He
yeah.
might just disintegrate.
Dom is not okay.
Dom is not.
He's
Manhood
don't
got
know if he-
taken. Pause, but yeah. That is, yeah.
Again?
So you calling Gunther the booty warrior?
Hey, he went to jail. Like he said, man.
way or the easy way.
Dad was like, he was like, he showed him them tears. He was like, I've been to jail, Gunther. Right. Do what you gotta do.
No, take what you doing, man? That's one of the funniest scenes of a movie. What you doing, man? I'm doing this for us all. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, mommy's okay with it.
Chop.
Right. Man, that's like some Fist of the North Star shit, man. Like,
about to give him a turbo
body about to explode. Like,
Oh my God.
all right.
Gunther as Fist of the North Star. That is hilarious.
For real though, man. Gunther is that dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. You be walking around for like 3 days, they'll say you like, whoa! Just explode.
This is gonna happen. He gonna get Dom gonna get chopped on the go home show of SmackDown and die on night 2 of WrestleMania, man, because of the Fist of the North Star chop.
Random side note: if you ever get a chance, because that game is probably like $8 on PlayStation Network. Please buy Fist of the North Star. It's so satisfying, just exploding people.
It's like karate GTA.
Oh, it's so fun. No. It's nothing like that. It literally you just walk up and down, like beating the shit out of people, but it's like waves of people just coming at you. It's like old school beat 'em up style, but 3D. And they just coming at you like, it's Biff and John and Nate and Dougie. It never gets old just watching people's head explode from maximum damage that you do to their body. Love it all the time. Thank you, Gunther. So kind of piggybacking off of that though, we did have a fire ass tag match. So technically I kind of want to say the Judgment Day played face like almost all night. They was facing
riding the waves of that perf show, it seemed. It's interesting because to the point of the heel on heel. I don't know, man. That's controversial.
After everybody drops the belts, I mean, that might be the way to go.
I'm about to say something. I'm gonna say something mad controversial. And Wiseman, we might have to have a chop off after this. But I enjoyed this tag match way more than FTR versus BCC.
Oh, I don't give a shit. Yeah, that's fine.
That's fair.
You think I'm defending FTR?
It's an FTR match.
Hey, that's an FTR match. That it's pretty, not cut and dry, but you know what you're getting. So
fire ass theme song, my God.
No, they were going crazy though. With like, they unleashed Finn and Priest, and they were going off. I was like, oh shit! Nigga, Priest picked the nigga up like, south of heaven, south. He was just serving them shits up like Sal's Pizzeria. Nigga was giving it to him. I was like, let's fucking go. I was excited. That match was lit.
They've been around real graps, Priest coming from NXT and TNA and coming from New Japan. Yeah, they've been around the graps, man. They know what's up. Those are not WWE.
They mesh as a great tag team.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I love it.
They had great partners to go against with the likes of Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser. I really just enjoyed that match. I think that match was probably like my favorite match of the night. Probably, I think.
I'll give you that.
Like, they are like, they kind of like the tag division. That's what I'm getting at. The tag division is really starting to restore itself, or they're starting to allow it to restore. Because again, we've had Regeneration X as I love that, by the way. But DIY and the Awesome Truth. Then you have New Catch a quarter, quarter nickel dime, whatever the nigga's called. Pete Dunne and Big Strong Boy.
New Catch Republic.
Sure.
Oh, come on. You don't like the British Graps? Come on,
There you
man.
go. This is
I don't
called
know. Yeah.
Dominion Republic or
Dominican Republic. Banana Republic. Banana Republic is the shit. That's what
It
they
is
name
a fly
it.
ass. Yeah, some great dress clothes.
I'm Banana Republic.
Right.
Yeah.
What the
Just
fuck?
put them up in dress clothes. Banana Republic.
Yeah. They're Banana Republic. That's it now.
Dress real dapper.
From now on, you're a Banana Republic.
It works.
And they do. So I like it. But yeah, they've been having like really good tag matches on our television, on the main roster. So again, they're doing the thing. Doing the things.
All the things.
That's why they've held those tag titles for so long. They're letting that all cook before they let them go their separate ways. Whatever that looks like.
Okay. I got to ask the question that needs to be asked. Somebody, anybody, book me, and I'm going to split it up. Wiseman, book me how you get this Money in the Bank properly off of senior Money in the Bank while he's still holding the tag belts and all this shit. Like, where do you see him actually getting to go from this? Because it looks like they're starting to do a pivot. And then BA, I have something for you next.
The only way I see this happening properly, because you saw they were playing face a little bit. I even saw videos Damian Priest hugging fans, and shit like that. So I'm like, ooh, babyface showing a little bit.
You sure those was fans?
The Riddle crew.
Maybe the escorts for later. I don't know. Either way, the babyface is showing a little bit. So
okay,
you got two ways to go with this. You either build up Damian and go solo with him and break off from the group, and the group kind of dissolves slowly and everybody loses the titles, or you turn Judgment Day into fucking a juggernaut and you have Priest with the world title, Rhea with a world title, tag team championships, all types of shit. And they go babyface. You got to turn the Judgment Day babyface if you're gonna load them up with all these titles. That would be my opinion.
But what I'm asking specifically, how does he cash in that belt? Because then you have Seth and them, and he still has the tag titles, but you have Seth and Drew being for it, while Seth is also still fighting The Rock and Roman Reigns. I'm just curious, how does that happen? Or how would you see that happen? If any time it happens, do it happen before Mania?
I would say you would do it either at Mania during the Drew match. So I would say this would be a great way to, if you wanted Seth to keep that belt for the Punk feud whenever he gets back, you could have Damian take the pin and just have an unsuccessful cash in. Other than that, I don't really see a good way to put the belt on him at this point. I would. There's too many things revolving around this World Heavyweight Championship to where Damian Priest is null and void. You got CM Punk, you got CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and all them, Drew McIntyre. A Damian Priest run is nowhere on the horizon, in my opinion.
But CM Punk, we're not gonna see CM Punk for at least another year.
He'll be at SummerSlam. We'll watch him wrestle Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam.
I wouldn't say a year. He's gonna be gone for about
6 months.
6 months. He's gonna be gone for about 6
Yes.
months. Within
Half a
6
year.
months,
Excuse me, I misspoke.
you can get a Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins feud in 6 months, and you can pass around that World Heavyweight title or feud it.
That'll be 7.
You gonna set Sheena out after she been so loyal?
Not
She been
set
loyal
her
to
out.
this nigga for.
I
She just
go
goes.
Pass her around?
She's seeing other people for the first time.
What's the point of a
She ain't
BBL if
wildin'
you
out.
ain't gonna use it? Pass it around, man. Come on, bro. What are you talking about?
Crazy.
Absolutely,
She is
bro.
the
Pass
gold
that
BBL
shit
at the end of
around.
the day.
This nigga Seth done locked it down for too long. The streets need they peace, man. You got. Thank you. Give the streets they peace. Pass it around, man.
Hey.
I can't deny it.
I would hate to see Sheena get passed around like a $2 hoe, but I think her going to Drew and then Drew working a angle for a bit, and then ultimately meeting with CM Punk, and then CM Punk and Seth having they get back afterwards would be A-okay with me. I love that.
That would be the perfect build. Priest cashed in. Priest takes the pin. Priest takes the pin. CM Punk comes back. That gives Seth his shot to get his rematch at SummerSlam. So it's a triple threat with, Drew, Seth, and CM Punk. That would be, if not the main event, second to last match, maybe something like that.
That would be crazy.
No doubt.
So I asked that because I heard a possibility, and I was like, oh wow, I don't know if I like that. I feel like that would not be good. The possibility, the reason why they've been going against Imperium is because he cashes in on Gunther.
Ugh.
And I was like, that feels wrong.
That feels not. Okay, but
I can see it.
That is legitimately the only way that you could save Gunther from looking weak and then building him to the main event scene. So now he's fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Only way.
That is the only way.
Yeah,
because you cannot beat Gunther clean right now. Nobody can beat Gunther clean. You would not kill his character, but it would be
Kevlar.
Exactly, bro. He's turning your shit into New York chopped cheese, bro. Like. You cannot kill this character at all. That's the only way to take him out is a cash in. A bullshit way to beat him.
So with that said, I gotta ask you, BA. With all that said, booking the IC title. Because now we have been announced that we got a 4, 5, 6 man? I don't know.
6-man.
2 minutes.
Gauntlet challenge. Whatever.
Yeah, gauntlet challenge match to see who Gunther's guy is going to be.
God, all these multi-man matches. Sheesh.
Well, at least I like a gauntlet match because it's not multi-man per se. It's more so like the last of the last of the Mohicans, the last person to survive. Those are actually dope to me. But yeah, I don't want to see a bunch of niggas in there together having meat cannons. No, I'm cool on that shit.
Jesus. What is that?
But BA, I ask you because the people have been announced. Your favorite Ricochet is he came in there. He ain't did nothing in a long time. He's like, look, you know what? Let me put on my Sunday's best. Put on me a turtleneck, my chain on. My chain on, my chain heavy. I need a match. And he was like, all right, bet. Throw you in this shit.
I need a match.
Pierce was like, all right, nigga, I'm tired of talking to you.
I need to get to WrestleMania.
Shinsuke. Zoot Suit Shinsuke came out of nowhere looking like a Dick Tracy villain. He is also in this match. Yeah, Shane. I need a title for NXT. Let me get an IC title match, Shane. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Then we had big Bronson Reed, my guy, Big Bronson.
Is he still in the mid card?
Yeah, he's still in the mid.
Oh, okay.
But he's not an afterthought.
I said he's gonna get washed away in the mid card. I said he's going to get washed away in the mid card.
Hey, he's in the
Fighting for a
gauntlet
title,
match.
ain't washed
So
away.
he's at the top of the pack.
Wasn't he in the last 3 multi-man tournaments to get in a belt shot, and then he lost those 2? Never mind. I just remember.
You're right.
I remember he was going.
I want to ask you, who was more memorable in a multi-man match, him or Brian Cage?
Oh man, we just watched the
Just
Wolverine.
We just watched him. I mean,
and you was like, who?
Bored.
Yeah,
and I like it.
Yeah,
I
He
like
got choked out by Hook. That's all
he
you
got
got
choked.
like my
Hook
guy,
choked
but
him
I had
out.
to-
Like I don't. Yeah,
Exactly.
whatever.
Exactly. We'll no shot at him, but yeah, sorry,
Shots,
it was a stray. Yeah,
It's real to me,
Very
damn
much
it.
a stray.
Take back.
It's real
My
to
bad.
me.
It's like
He really
BA
got
bringing up
choked.
Cena that one time.
Literally. 1, 2. So we still got also my choice, Chad, the man Gable,
Wrestling machine.
mini wrestling machine.
No.
And then I think it's only 5. Then maybe it's only 5.
No, I think it's
Am I missing one?
I think you're
the last
Ivar.
No, he's not in it.
Then he went.
No,
didn't
he
get
had to
into
wrestle.
it?
He wrestled the last person that I was talking about, which was
Who did he wrestle? Who the fuck did he wrestle?
What, Ivar?
Yeah.
No, you might be thinking about
Sami Zayn.
Blackfoot with the antlers. Sarah,
Yeah.
what was her name? She wrestled.
Oh, he
Sami
wrestled
Zayn.
Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, yeah. Sami
Sami
Zayn
Zayn is number 5. That's 5 people. Ricochet, Shinsuke,
You got me looking at this.
Ricochet, Shinsuke, Bronson, Gable, Seth Rollins.
Seth is in it?
I mean,
I was about to say
Seth
Seth
Rollins.
Rollins.
Sami Zayn. Jesus Christ. My apologies. Think that's
Wait,
it.
how did
looking it
Sam? Wait, no, wait. Hold on. What are we talking about?
Sami Zayn beat
okay.
Ivar to get into it
Okay, there we go.
because he is also asking for it. So I believe it's 5. I could be wrong. If I'm missing somebody, sorry, you ain't do enough for me to remember.
Fair enough.
But out of those 5, I'm asking you, BA, who do you think wins, if anybody, and takes that belt off of Gunther?
What up, y'all? It's your boy Smiles, aka the Hip Hop Adam Schefter, aka the Josh James, aka the Pod-Headed Demon. I just wanted to let y'all know to tune into my show, The Music Impulse, Inside the Anartiverse, every week. On this show, you got me doing one-on-one interviews with different people such as podcasters, artists, entrepreneurs, all types of people. You might even check out some of my episodes where I got family on it. You know, just get to know me a little bit more. Hey, just know, just tune into the show, The Music Impulse, every week inside the Anartiverse. It's your boy Smiles and I'm out.
I mean, it's absolutely gonna be the mini wrestling machine, in my opinion. It has to be him. Chad freaking Gable.
I need it.
I get why they would. I mean, you can have the other guys in there, and the sixth man is JD McDonough, by the way.
Really?
The head, yes. As I did some Googling to figure that one out.
Big hit.
To your point, he's just there to get his ass kicked, essentially, and then take some crazy bumps, I'm sure.
If he dies, he dies.
Yes, I can see Bronson Reed throwing him into the 5th row of the front crowd, but
Throwing his head in the 5th row, his body in
Chad Gable, man. Chad fucking Gable. Ricochet's gonna be the first one to take an L, by the way. Just gotta say that. That's what you got. Hater of the Year
You want to
award.
play some bets on that?
Man, I might have to place a friendly bet. I
Let's
could see,
do
but you know, I'm
I'm
looking
gonna say
at it
Ricochet gets the first dub
over JD's big head.
over JD McDonough. He's gonna get the first win with a shooting star press.
I'll give you that. That's the only person I see that. Maybe Big Bronson. Outside of that, he won't get a win over him.
Yeah, it depends on who starts the match. That's a hard one to call.
And then he'll get crushed by Bronson Reed in the next round.
Yep,
That's how
that
it's
sounds about right. I like it.
And then Bronson Reed will lose the final match and again
Or
get
no,
washed in the
you know
mid-card.
what? Or if they really want to do the thing, they start the match with Ricochet and Chad Gable, and they make him go through the entire gauntlet, and then Sammy gets at the end, and then it's at the fucking height. That shit is energy crazy.
I could see that.
You want to like both of them. You want both to win. That's the best way to do this match.
I do want to piggyback on that Money in the Bank cash-in situation on IC title. Another reason why that would make sense we didn't touch on. It makes the IC title look more prestigious for people using a Money in the Bank cash-in to try to get it. It would elevate it to a certain degree. I know, and that's a stretch.
You got to do it right,
but that's the
though.
reason for there's no reason for it's a win-win as far as from a booking standpoint to what else are they gonna do with it, and they got to get that thing out of here because July is soon approaching to where it can still make sense. And we just booked out Sheena.
That's true.
It ain't happening. And he damn sure ain't going to SmackDown to interfere with that. So let's be real.
That
All
cash
that
in is
truth.
purely there to take a pin at this point. This is
Okay.
the catalyst
Let's
to
at
take
least
a
make
pin.
it matter. Let's make the pin matter to that point. If it happens for Sheena, it's a means to an end. I can see the only way it would go to Sheena is if somebody gets injured. God forbid. That's the only way
Right.
to try to interrupt. That's what their plan. Their plan B probably is if somebody gets injured. They have to think about these things. Is to bring in the cash in effect, because having it go over for the IC title makes Gunther's reign with that even much more prestigious. He's the only guy to lose the belt with the cash in. Like, that sounds nuts. Think about it from the history standpoint of it. WWE loves their history and loves throwing it back in our faces. So, yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You're
But
not.
It's interesting, man.
Okay. The way I'm making me feel. I don't know. I just don't want it. I really don't want him to do it.
I don't either. But what else are they going to do?
I remember they used it to cash in on the U.S. title.
That's why I said you got to do it right.
Ooh.
Just because you cash in doesn't make it important. Because that
But
cash in theory did
the U.S. belt has some sunshine on it for a minute, and now it's just like it's still in a better prestige with Logan Paul and stuff. But just saying, at that time, I remember it was like Bobby Lashley and because Bobby Lashley had to get it off
Shinsuke?
of Austin Theory.
No, Shinsuke had the Intercontinental.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was like, Bobby Lashley took it off of Austin Theory. Austin Theory had it for a minute.
Seth Rollins
and
had
then
it a
Bobby
little bit.
took it. Seth Rollins had it.
This is when Austin Theory was Vince's favorite.
Yes.
I do recall.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, who?
Exactly.
What?
He who shall be
I'll bleep
erased.
it out. Don't worry.
What did you say?
Last thing before we kind of move to the NXT, the dessert. Announcements for Hall of Fame. First being Paul E. Heyman, the wise man himself. Thoughts on that selection in Philadelphia?
No brainer.
Yeah.
No brainer.
That's gonna be you close out the night with him too.
And-
you close out. That's your last speech.
And any credence to the other hater that said that this was a terrible call? Ryback.
Man, fuck. No. Why are we
Somebody
listening
give
to
him
him?
Somebody give him a triple baconator and shut him the fuck up and hope he chokes on that bitch. He's terrible.
I guess we got no Ryback
is an
fans here,
idiot.
guys.
Ryback's an idiot.
Sorry, fat piece of shit.
What Stephen A said.
Fuck Ryback.
Yeah, man.
Fuck Ryback.
Feed him more. All right, well, there's that. I got nothing else, guys. He said, fuck that nigga Ryback. Like, oh, don't mention Ryback on this podcast. Or apparently,
To that point, what was he hating on? What was his reason? Because I saw the little blurb, and I was like,
he just went crazy. It was like Paul Heyman is a terrible person and stuff.
oh, he got shit on.
He
by
called him
That's okay.
Cobblepot. He called him.
he said called him Oswald Cobblepot.
Oswald
the Penguin.
Cobblepot. Like what
He
the
hating
fuck?
because CM Punk was managing Paul Heyman at the time. Ryback was being unsafe as shit in the ring with him. I'm sure Paul
Hurting
Heyman
people.
called him out on his shit when he was hurting people. So yeah, I'd be mad too if people were calling me out on my shit and I'm not accepting it.
He's just salty.
Sorry,
he doesn't
Ryback.
wrestle anymore, dude. Nah,
I'd be mad too.
It looked like age has hit him like really hard, like a
Yeah,
bat.
man.
Just
Or
rolled
alcohol's
down
a
on
bitch
bat,
when you
just
stop
start
taking care of
cranking it to
yourself.
his face. Yeah. Thoughts and prayers or
Protein shakes and
congratulations
needles,
to
brother.
Ryback. I don't know, whichever one's
Baconators.
applicable. Outside of
Baconators,
that,
brats, dumbbells.
you know who would be a great replacement though? I'm not even gonna lie. This is just coincidental that we already talked about him. I need to see him in NXT. I think a stint in NXT might send him to the moon. But instead they sent us Sean Spears. Brian Cage. I'd like to see him in NXT. I think I think a character, like give him a real character, his look and everything he can do would be beastie in NXT, and it would prepare him to be really good on the main roster. But I just don't know if he would do that. But instead we got Sean Spears, who I don't know, BA, I don't think you've ever worked in the car business. Sean, I'm sure you're familiar with this term, but my significant other walked in one day and just was like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, this one dude, he's very queer for the whip. And I was like, what? And I laughed my ass off for the next 45 to 50 minutes. It was like,
What did you say?
That's the entire basis of Sean Spears' new gimmick. He's like Mr. Masochist. Extremely quick for the whip.
He looked half asleep coming out there on NXT.
No, he was just high.
He
He was just high off
He
life.
looked horny for a beat down. Like, give it to me.
He got ridged.
He dropped
Nah,
to
he
his
needs to
knees to
ridge
catch
somebody.
that ridge.
Nah, yeah.
He do.
Yeah.
Ridge.
Is he pulling the chair out or no?
He dropped the chair and he slid the chair to Ridge and just stuck his chin out like a boxer. It was like, give it to me. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Why is this your new gimmick? And why you only got a hoodie with no sweatshirt? God damn it.
It's just a piece of
It's
fabric.
just a hoodie with some
hood.
fabric.
That's what I was saying. Like, I don't understand this whole Sean Spears thing.
What is
like,
that?
Somebody help me out. Like,
Don't get it.
Oh my god. You gotta like the chair, man.
You're Black Sean Spears. That's what you look like right now. Just look at it. I just did this freeze.
I guess so.
It's because
I'll
you
take
trimmed
it.
down the beard. The beard
Yeah, I had
trimmed
to- I
down. You
had
look
to-
like Black Sean Spears now.
I had to trim it down, man. It's like you know when it's like playing for the Yankees. Like,
Yeah, you
gotta
gotta
clean
pull
up.
the hood
Office
back, like,
chairs.
give it to me. Give me the truth. Like, what are you talking about? Why you start talking like Batman villain? Where's Falcone? Like, I don't understand.
Like Batman.
Somebody
I
explain
was-
that gimmick to me. Please.
I don't understand it. I was gonna ask y'all because I was like, this shit don't seem like it's gonna work.
He's a
But
chairman.
that's why it's in NXT.
That's
That's AEW.
he's the chairman. It doesn't matter.
chairman,
He's all about
man.
chairs. He likes getting hit by them, hitting people with them, all types of shit, bro.
Yeah, that ain't. I promise you. You know what
So
I thought?
confused.
The first thing that popped in my mind. Let me see if y'all. $50 to anybody who can guess what the first thing that popped in my mind
Seth
when
Rollins
I seen Sean
getting
Spears.
Seth Rollins getting sacrificed at Survivor Series. No,
No.
no. All right.
No,
Yeah.
that's meaningful.
Jesus.
Sorry. BA.
Had to shoot that shot.
What was your guess, B?
I don't know. I just know
The
it
Sean
wasn't that.
Spears
What
gimmick.
Wiseman said. I know it wasn't Seth Rollins getting turned out the shield. Sorry.
All right, I'll let you in since nobody can guess. I was like, you know what? This is the White Scripts.
Oh my god.
But where's this OTM though?
Just because of like all
No,
the
no, no,
stuff on
not-
it, it did
not-
kind of look
yes.
like scripts. Okay,
Oh,
I did
and
think
him
about
talking to
that.
him
I
giving
did
OG
think about
scripts.
Scripts.
that. With the
enough.
mask, yeah, the
poetry.
mask scripts.
Yeah.
Yes,
Luchador
where he
scripts.
was sitting, where he was like posing with gargoyles on top of the building.
Yeah, he's like Nightcrawler.
I am the night. Yeah, all of that. That is
Nigga
exactly
came out
what
doing
the Sean Spears
cartwheels and
gimmick
speaking
is.
in haikus and shit. That was
Right.
trash.
That's what it feels like, because Sean Spears definitely whispered in old dude's ear before. I was like, what is this?
I don't understand it.
I don't
and it's
like it.
proving Dub's point to him being mid. I don't want to admit Dub was right, but god damn it. He's
No,
looking
I mean-
very correct.
Dub was right, but this is like a layup. Like, come on.
Fair
like,
enough.
this
Exactly.
shit was on the
You should
rim
hit that
already.
bunny easy.
This is
No problem.
easy.
Layup.
Because he should have came back as 10, right? And maybe like a darker,
That's what
more
I'm
evil
saying.
version of 10, because that gimmick was working. He really trying to
Yes.
pop this chairman shit off, and it ain't
No.
working.
That shit
And
should have
like,
stayed in AEW.
I never liked the
Burn it
hood,
down.
the hood scarf. Like, where did he buy it? Did he buy that from Walmart in the as seen on
Took it from
TV
his
section?
wife's closet.
Can you give
Like
it 2
Seth-
more weeks? I mean, God, guys, come
I mean,
on.
We
It's been
gave
2
it
weeks.
4 years in AEW.
And
What
4
more do you
years.
want?
Whoa,
4 years and 2 weeks
whoa,
ago.
Whoa.
He was a
Eight-
part of what was that fucking gimmick called? The Mountaintop or
No,
whatever.
they
talking about
changed
with the
the
guys
name
that wore
like 3
suits?
times. You talking about the MJF group, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
those
they changed the
dudes.
name.
The
I don't
Rushmores
fucking know.
or some shit. I don't know.
What were they?
The
Didn't
JFKs.
The collective, or I don't
Yeah,
know.
when
they're
MJF
like
like
the
had
Mount.
those dudes paid with Stokely and all that kind of stuff.
It
No, that was
the-
the second one. That was the second one.
second
Or
version.
third, I
I'm
can't
talking about the
remember.
original.
See, that's
What
just too
that had
much.
FTR,
Uh-huh.
Sean Spears, the chairman,
Because
Okay.
the inner circle. Wasn't the inner circle?
Wardlow.
Was
No,
the inner
that was-
circle
that was
Jericho?
Jericho's.
That was Jericho.
Yep.
Damn, what was
His
MJF?
was
Wardlow
called,
was
like-
in his MJF shit too, though, right?
It was some Everest
The Pinnacle.
Man.
There it is.
Pinnacle. There we go. I knew it was
Pinnacle.
something about ascension
Yes.
and heights.
Too many.
Pinnacle, yeah, nah.
It was
Thesaurus
MJF,
words.
Wardlow, Sean Spears, FTR, and Tully Blanchard.
Yeah. I'm cool.
Shout out to
Random
Tully.
as fuck, I know. but-
People forget about Tully was there because of FTR. That's the only. Tully's like definitely like the what doesn't match. He
was the manager, okay?
Yeah, he ain't had no Glocks on him.
Tully wasn't even the cool horseman. Like that's why I'm
And
like.
Sean
what the
Spears didn't
fuck?
work there, so the chairman gimmick was whack there. I'm gonna give it some more time because him doing stuff to Ridge, him dropping to his knees though and just begging for it was not what I wanted to see on my TV.
Yo, all right.
Give it to me.
It's too much. Too soon.
That's what he said. It's too much. Give
so
it to
much
me.
pre-show.
Speaking of, he was a part of the pre-show, technically, because this week's NXT was NXT Roadblock. So, yeah, we got Roadblock.
The graveyard of pay-per-view.
I don't know. It was a week.
TV special. TV special.
Yeah.
That's what we'll call it.
Yeah,
It's a TV
that's what they
special.
call these.
Yeah, it's like a two-part
Clash of the Champions.
without
back
the
in
second
day.
part. Just one.
Yep. Pretty much.
We had some stuff happen. I thought it was pretty cool. Chase U versus the Wolf Dog.
Niggas got destroyed.
Yeah,
Facts.
they did. Bad.
I mean, I'm not mad. Duke Hudson put up some fight. They did some good shit. The Braun Breaker, like fucking his new move, that shit's over as fuck. Love it. Suplexes over his
Yeah.
head, then catching him to a cutter. Works.
I love it.
Scott
Sorry.
Steiner shit for sure.
Yeah, it's fire. Works for me. Outside of that, I like the Wolf Dogs, but this has to be coming to an end soon, right?
Yeah, most definitely. I think they might have. I don't know why they would have
But I
drafted
like
him. But
I wish they would have kind of drafted them both. Kinda.
That's telling
Like-
you all you need to know, though.
I mean, but I think, well, if you pay attention, he's been having matches on SmackDown as a babyface.
That's how they was doing
I don't
Mello,
like
though.
it.
I still
I
are
don't
doing
like that.
Mello.
Well, I don't like how they're doing it here because this is like now that we've learned the recipe. Keep the gimmick like Tiffy time. That's why that shit translates. People are hype. Like, yes, we remember this shit. It's Tiffy time. But you can't have him being like the super tan man down in NXT and then you bring him up and he's like, yeah, guys, I'm just happy to wrestle and be intense. Like, you need to keep that
Yeah.
same bravado and because
I agree with that.
his wrestling has gotten so much better. Matches, he's not so blown up. He's running, he's picking his spots. He's not doing the just random yells anymore. Again, that's the wrestling starter pack. Just like you do a move every time. I hate it. It's so easily spottable because you're trying to get a reaction when you learn the reaction is really just like in the moves. You might just do a look or you might just mean mug the crowd. Like you have to do things in your characters, not just yelling. But he's figured that out now. Or he take the straps down. He gets so hyped, run against the thing. He does things within the character. But you don't see that showcase as much on SmackDown. I think that's a missed opportunity. But any other thoughts about the Wolf Dogs beating Chase U again?
nope.
This is setting up for the Chase U implosion. This is what we're getting to here.
It's
and I
been
get
building
it.
for a while.
Yeah.
School's out forever. Nigga. Sorry.
Oh shit.
We already talked about Sean Spears. We don't need to talk about him no more.
Do we
Too
need to talk
much,
about the
that's
too
Kabuki
much.
Warriors?
Nah.
We did, sorta, but
I thought they looked
Kabuki
better here
Warriors
than
had a
they do
match.
on the main roster, by the way. Sorry, I had to throw that out there.
I like Lyra Valkyria and Tatum Paxley. I was like, okay, I like they look more. That was the first time they ever came out together, and they look more like a team than the Kabuki Warriors. Except for the only thing that would bind the Kabuki Warriors, which is terrible. But I was like, okay. Like Lyra did her little thing, and Tatum did a weird little creepy crawly thing. I was like, hey, that's kind of fire. I like that. That works. And that was
Why
it.
not?
So, yeah.
Yep.
Loved it. They fell short. Cool beans. But is what it is. Any cares about that in any way, shape, or form?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
0. It's just more to try to build up the women's tag team division. That's all I looked at it for. The same stuff they doing with the men's.
Okay.
Good attempt.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'll do this. Let's take the time to give y'all the spotlight. Pick your moment of the evening from NXT worth mentioning. I know I got mine.
I would have to
That's
be. I
hard.
mean, it's gonna be pretty.
This
cut and
not
dry.
like the main thing.
Oh, that's not the main thing.
Or
The Dijak
if
and
it's your
Joe
main thing,
Gacy?
Yeah,
Dijak
that was
and Joe Gacy.
my the opener. The opener was amazing to me. What a way
Yeah,
to
that
open
that
up
was
a
good to
card
me.
like
There-
that.
That Asylum match, that shit was crazy. Dijak doing his fucking good, Perk Angle impression.
Yep.
that was what all those years ago, I think Moxley and Jericho were trying to pull off with that Asylum match so many years ago when he was not John Moxley. And I was like, oh, Dean Ambrose, and he's a crazy man. He's the lunatic fringe. He's got a
Wear a
mop.
gas mask.
He's got a mop.
He's holding a plant.
Yeah. I was
Who
like,
knows
what?
why? Because he's crazy.
Crazy, man. Crazy good. Like, why he turned into the mask?
Wearing a leather jacket. Watch out now. It's Dean Ambrose.
He just wears a wife beater everywhere, and he still calls it a wife beater. He's crazy, man. He's crazy.
He didn't know he could get canceled for that. He's insane.
He was getting vaccines before COVID even came out. Dean
What an
Ambrose,
asshole.
man. He's crazy. He's crazy. Quick question. Random. Now we got here. Would y'all have gotten a COVID vaccine if it was to get shot in the ass? Y'all had to get 2 shots in the ass?
Like each cheek or just one?
Doesn't matter. I don't think.
I could at
No,
least
you
sit
gotta
on
give
a
me
chair
double
with
up.
like
You
to
gotta
one
double up.
side.
I mean, I don't think that's how doctors do it. I think they're going to have you bent over, bro, no matter what. I think you there. I think you in there.
No, he in there.
Right. Man, I got a funny kid story about getting a shot in the butt as a kid, like fighting doctors. Yeah, man, it's a crazy story where like they was trying to give me a shot and they couldn't give me a shot like in my arm, and I was like pushing doctors. I was like 7 or 8 years old. Like they were like, somebody
You was
get this thing.
rampaging. You was
Oh
Joe
yeah,
Gacy.
they called in like extra nurses to hold me down and gave me the shot in my butt because I was being
All right,
so
bro,
like
Gacy.
just wilding out in the hospital. I was like 7 in like the emergency room. Yeah, wilding out.
These
Yeah.
niggas can't hold me back. Oh, they got me in the ass.
One of my first like serious memories. Like,
That's insane.
fighting in an emergency room from a shot.
Oh shit, who you think you is? Sarah Connor? nigga?
For real, bruh. For real.
Calm down. We gotta administer the sedative to BA's ass.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, sure, ma'am. Your son leads
remember
revolutions.
why.
Yeah.
BA had his first asylum. He created the asylum match. You didn't even know. See? Time travel.
Yep,
Fucking crazy, man.
definitely
crazy.
did. Tell Dijak to
trendsetters.
duct tape Gacy's mouth shut.
Right.
Everything.
And still hit that fucking feast your eyes and spinning your nagi. That match was fire. It was probably way better than it had any business being. Great job for them.
Facts.
I
Facts.
pop for that.
Usually how Dijak matches go.
I think this was actually pretty predictable. I think we predicted this last match, but yeah, we had Tony D injecting himself into niggas' business versus Carmelo Hayes and a crew of niggas in Pooh Shiesty masks.
Cause
did we feel like we knew what the answer? I feel like I knew what this was. I feel like I called it immediately. BA, did you already know what was gonna happen? Did you think that you're like, oh yeah?
Yeah, it was obvious.
Melo's not winning this.
It was obvious. I didn't think Tony D was gonna like pull the trick of the trick at first. I thought it was just
trickster.
Yeah, I didn't buy like him being in on it.
Boom.
Yeah, man. I definitely thought it would have been just Trick coming out and just messing up the match, not Tony D being like, I had a little surprise for you, but you know the Don doesn't leave you empty-handed, and then real Trick coming out and
yeah,
beating all the Pooh Shiesty niggas up.
Yeah. Well, let's let it marinate. I want to see how this affects. Cause I was like, I would have liked to see more. But I kind of figured, I was like, fucking Tony D worms his way in there. Ugh, gross. But hopefully Ilya send his ass back to his mama in pieces of fettuccine. Like, mama, he killed himself. Like, yeah. It's
Pasta
a me.
fagioli.
Yeah, right. You're not a lies fossili. Yeah, well, guys, that's all we got for you this week. We're gonna let this shit marinate. Y'all got some Osprey talk. You got Darby's back.
BA putting over AEW like the McRib. I still can't believe that, but it's true.
BA just pushing that McRib sponsorship in there. like no other.
Us.
Right, please.
I love the graphs. I love the graphs.
Pay us in fake rib meat.
Pay us in coronaries from all the triple bypasses
the slime in my heart
that the McRib has caused over the years. I'm calling Elizabeth. Guys, if you didn't know, then you better know. We're telling you right now. We, the gentlemen, the Let Me Book Pod, have started a Patreon, and it has the tiers up there. Go check us out. Full video episodes will be available. Some outtakes, some extra pod stuff, some behind the scenes stuff. We're gonna hit you with some content because we always just watching and doing some shit, and we probably do some live watch alongs as well. So feel free to join us and hop in the chat and just talk some shit with your boys. Shout out to Mumbai Hive. Shout out to Italy. Shout out to Detroit, Texas, Cleveland. This is for you. We will see you probably really soon. But other than that, go to letmebookpod.com. Go buy some merch. Go to patreon.com//letmebookpod or some shit. You'll find out because it's gonna be in the episode, nigga. I ain't gonna keep telling y'all whatever it is. You go look for it your goddamn self. I'm sick of me. Sick of everybody. Sick of y'all if you doubt me. I'm a piece of white trash. I'm not. I'm black. I'm fully black. I'm sorry. I got to be rabbited. Guys, that's gonna be it. You know where to find us. You've seen us. You've heard of this every other week. I've told you, and I've had enough. I'm not doing it no more. Too much pre-show for you. You want to do it? You gotta lay down. You gotta get on your knees like Sean Spears and say, "Give it to me." And maybe one day I'll bring it back. But until then, guys, this has been another episode of Let Me Book the Territory, and we are out of here.
Balcony. Go smoke some crack. If you smell.